What's up, folks? Welcome to the retrospective. Perhaps even not obituary. What's the, I don't know, bad memory thing of Outlaws of Thunder Junction Bronze Mythic, the second worst Bronze Mythic run of all time. We came in at a pretty heavy 30 drafts, and the only worst series was Crimson Vow at 32 drafts. Eulogy, not bad. Eulogy, post-mortem, yeah, that's good. Had a 60% win rate. Total match record of 125 and 82. You can see here, honestly, kind of a slow rise, too. We only had 5 7-win runs in 30 drafts.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
Holy shit, that's bad. Wow. That's got to be a series worst also, honestly, as far as, like, percent, 7-win runs. I think we had, like, 10 on our way to making Bronze Mythic in 17 drafts and murders. Man, what a grind. 32 hours played. We can see here, look at our colors. And we were Grixis more than anything else, going about 500. Green-white, obviously great, 64%. Black-green was very good for us also. We drew Naya a few times. Sultai, pretty good also, surprisingly. Blue-white, not bad. Marduk, Emer, and now we're in the one draft territory. That's not very good stats, obviously. We had a 7-0 black-white. A lot of our multicolor poop decks didn't really go places, which is kind of interesting as well. It's interesting to see that. And then we can just scroll down and look at all our decks, honestly. So let's just go back to the beginning here and take a peek. We see here our first deck was blue-black. We opened up a mana drain in our first draft, I think, and went 5-3. Playing a lot of bad creatures we didn't know were bad yet, right? Black Snake, Buzzard, Vault Bruiser, Spring Slasher. These cards just like shouldn't be in your deck. They're very, very bad. That's kind of the problem with the format, honestly, is that all the blue and red commons are so bad. Draft 2 is a multicolor deck in the Grixis space. 4-3, not super exciting. Grixis again. Man. We were Cruel Ultimatum early a lot, right? We got Cruel Ultimatum a few times. Yeah, it was in that deck. And then a Naya deck, a little red-white action, kind of finding out how bad red is. Wolverine, not so exciting. We had a blue-white deck, trying out the whole, like, flash thing. Deck is really hard to make work. It can work. This deck had, like, Double Wrangler, Sky Explorer, but overall, blue-white's kind of tough. It really, really needs to come together to work, and it's just tough, honestly. We had Trophy with Teamer, which is mostly just green, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of red for Crumb. And an Oko, which is pretty sweet. Green's obviously very, very good. We can see here how we weren't really green early on, and then we started being green and winning. We had a multicolor green deck with a 2-3, not so great. We had a Grixis deck that was, I got 7 wins. This is more of a Rakdos deck, though. Slick shot, show off, kind of aggressive, kind of cool. Naya, multicolored stuff again. A lot of our multicolored decks just didn't really work. Blue-white again. And this was an interesting stretch where we just had, like, archetype decks, a few in a row. We had blue-white, like picturesque blue-white, picturesque red-black, green-black. Another green-black deck also did pretty well, too. Tried to go 5-color, didn't really work. This is a really weird one. We were like 5-color white. This is one of the weirdest drafts. I think I'll watch that one if you missed it on YouTube. And this one, I remember specifically going 1-3 and almost losing it. We had Bristly Bill, a pretty good curve, Wily Duke, and he joins up. And just went 1-3 somehow. 1-3 with Grixis. This middle section was pretty rough, if I remember correctly. Had a good black-white draft. This deck was actually excellent. Black-white. Profiteer Mayor, Rivers Lawbringer, all great. Weird, bad, blue-red. Most blue-red decks just aren't very good. And then we can see here, this is also one of the ones where I was stunned. Went 1-3 with this fantastic green-white deck with, like, double Aronix, great curve. A few stinkers, but this deck is solid enough where it should probably get, more than be 1-3, but came back with a 7-2 with the Mount deck. More multicolor failures. Just kind of, I don't know, honestly. I don't really know what, like, the overall conclusion to draw here is, I don't really know exactly where I was going wrong, and it didn't feel like, I don't know. I just don't really know, honestly. The games are so up and down. I mean, a decent little run here, 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. And then today, which couldn't close. Could not close. 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. It is tough in best of one, this set, because like there are a lot of good rares. So like you do have some weird games where your opponent just jams some crazy rare, and maybe best 3 you can still win the match, but like, you know, it's tough in best of 1, obviously. But yeah, you know, overall, colors are definitely unbalanced. Green's definitely the best color. I think red's the worst color because blue at least has good uncommons, but the blue commons are really bad. I don't think it like ruins the format as far as like, you know, you have to be green or can't be blue because you can do it, but it's tough. But I don't know. I honestly, I leave this format feeling like I thought it was fine. I strangely did well in the Pro Tour in this format. I went 5-1 in the Pro Tour. I lost my last match for 6-0 in Limited. I did well at the PT House testing for the Pro Tour. But again, that's best of 3 with sideboards, you know, playing in pod, which is very much more controlled than playing open on the arena ladder where folks are just going nuts and like draft pods are really weird and all these weird things happen and stuff. And best of 1's kind of wild too. So like, it's hard to quantify exactly, but folks are winning. You know, like Cheon had like a 70% win rate for like 20 drafts in a row, which is absurd. So like folks are winning. You know, it's obviously still a skill intensive format, you know, but I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong kind of thing. But like 60 ain't bad. That's pretty bad for me. That's like, you know, usually we're at like 65 in that 65 range for BTM, you know, approaching 70 and like in the ones where you do really well. But yeah, this was a pretty bad run. Looking back, I don't really have a clean answer as to why, and that's probably not a good thing, honestly. But it is what it is, you know. So yeah, and now we're looking forward to obviously MH3. Modern Horizons 3 is coming up soon, so we'll be doing that same run as usual. Pro Tour is coming up as well, and that's gonna be a pretty powerful format as well. So we'll see how that one goes. But so look for 10 new brews for that. Look for set review for that. Bronze for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the format in the comments. I would love to hear it. And you're all great. Peace. See you for Modern Horizons, folks. Have a good one.